I don't know what day it is today. Wednesday. Anyhow, you guys, happy New Year. I just wanted to come on here really quick as on my way out to the club. And, I want to, first of all, I want to ask, drop me a comment if you have already, or if you actually completed a sit-down plan and goals. Like if you sat down and thought about all the goals and all the plans that you want to have for 2022, okay? So I'm sharing this with you because I started it on January 1st, or was it the 2nd? One of those two. I actually sat down. I have a new planner that I got. I used the Passion Planner last year and I really liked it, but I saw something and I was like, I'm going to give this a shot. And I actually really like it. It's pretty similar. But anyway, in the beginning of the journal, it has all these questions and it has a lot of questions. And I was like, I have a tendency. So here's the deal, right? First things first is one of the things that I am committed to this year, 2022 and forever, is to increase my consciousness about myself. Okay, to be conscious and aware of what I do and what I say and my actions, okay? And so I have a tendency to get bored very easily and start something and then I'm like, I'm over it. Okay, drop a fire if that is you. Then I'm like, okay, I'm over it. And I'm on to the next thing, right? So as I was doing the planner, all the questions and stuff like that, I was like, okay, I was like ready to be over it. And I was like, Karla, finish it. I talked to myself. I'm like, Karla, finish it. And I was like ready to skip. I only skipped one page because it's the vision. I really want to like sit down and really have a clear meditation process to really write down my vision and maybe put some pictures down and stuff like that. That's the only one that I skipped. But the rest of them, I wanted to skip and just get to the nitty gritty. And I was like, no, there is a reason for this process, right? And it brought me to my attention that how many of us, that's what we do. We skip the process because we just want the end result. But many times when we don't go through the process, that end result is not going to be as solid as if you went through the process. Does that make sense? So if that makes sense, give me a thumbs up. Because I think that I'm guilty, right? I want to get to the result quick. I want to get there fast and I want to get there like with velocity. And I'm like, okay, like I'll go from 1 to 10 instead of going 1, 2, 3. I'm like, yeah. We're going to get to 10. Let's just get to 10. Okay. So one of the things that I realized during this journal thingy is that I need to go through the process. Okay. So I actually sat down and went through the entire process. And I had a lot of aha moments. Hello, my herbal tags. My accountant is on here. If you guys need an amazing accountant, he is very strict, but very good. Speaking of that, right? He goes through the process, right? And yes, and nobody knows better than him how I don't like going through the process. But anyway, back to the thing. So as I was going through all these questions, it had you think about the different areas of your life and what you want, what your goals are. And here's the thing, right? Why you want them and what you're going to reward yourself with. And believe it or not, that was the biggest challenge for me. Okay. And again, like I said, one of the big things that I'm creating this year for myself is a lot more, because I'm already pretty self-aware, but being self-aware in alignment with what my goals and purpose are for this year. Okay. And so as I was going through these goals and stuff like that, and then it asked you, how are you going to celebrate yourself? I have to tell you, I couldn't come up with things. And that was a big aha moment. And I have a friend named Brenda Durante. She is a masterful celebrator. She celebrates everything. And she's the first person that I thought of. I'm like, I need to reach out to somebody who has mastered this, because for me, I can accomplish goals. And I think this is why I get bored so easily, is because I can accomplish something and then I'm like, I'm over it. I'm on to the next thing. Or here's the even worse part. You want to hear something even super vulnerable? Here it is. Ready? I will accomplish something and then I'm over it. I let it go. And then like, let's just say if it was a ball, okay, and it's like going up like this, I let it go and it drops. And then I'm like, okay, I'm over it. And then I see it falling, AKA losing my results that I worked so hard for. And I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, it's all right, I know how to do it, I'll do it again. It's all right, I know how to do it, I'll do it again. It's all right, I know how to do it, I'll do it again. For example, you lose 20 pounds and then you get to your goal and then you start sabotaging your success. And then you're like, it's okay, 5 pounds more. It's okay, I know how to get them off. 6 pounds. It's okay, I know how to get them off. Here you are, 20 pounds up, and you're like, okay, it's time to get them off, right? So that's just a quick example I think everybody can relate to. So as I was doing this, he said, yep. As I was doing this, I really became present to the fact that I need to get better about celebrating my success, that I need to get better about understanding why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because when we were answering those questions in that diary, I was very good about writing my goals. And then why, I was like, I don't know why. And I had to really think about it, right? And then as I was doing the how am I going to celebrate, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to celebrate. So I say all this to you guys to encourage you for 2 things. Number 1, I'm going to encourage you, if you haven't done it already, look, I just finished all my goals yesterday. I started it, but like there were so many questions, I didn't want to rush through them. And then we went to Disneyland, we had all these things, and I'm like, okay, when I get back, I'm going to finish it. So yesterday, I finished mapping out my first 90 days, okay? So if you haven't done that, and step number 1 is get your butt sitting down, okay? Thinking about what you want to accomplish, and go back to my other live where I shared with you not only what you want to accomplish, but like how to put together a plan. So not only what do you want to accomplish, but like why do you want to accomplish it? And then I'm going to encourage you to take you one step further and think about how you're going to celebrate yourself. Okay, that's step number 1. And then step number 2, okay, is really, like no kidding. Okay, here we go. Right, Tony, you're going to love this. Find yourself someone to hold you accountable. And no, Tony, I'm not going to call you. I called my friend Jerry Gutierrez as I was writing this down, and I'm like, okay, how am I going to make sure that I accomplish these goals? How am I going to make sure that I stay on track? And then I thought, you know what? I need to have someone hold me accountable. And then I was like, nah, I can do it on my own. Because I really can. No. And then I thought, okay, but look, Karla, if you really could do it on your own. Now, can you? Yes, I know that I can. I'm capable. I've done it before. And then I thought, okay, but have you given it your all as much as you know you could? And the answer is no. And the reason why I decided to reach out to her was because, number 1, I have a lot of respect for her. Number 2, she has a skill that I don't have, okay? And I was like, she has a skill that I want to master. She has a skill that I don't have. So I called her, I messaged her, and I said, Jerry, here we go. Look, I can't even say it. I'm so nervous. I told her, I said, here's my goal. Here are my things, right? And I realized I have never, listen to what I'm saying, okay? This was another big aha moment. I have never, ever, ever had anybody hold me to account in this business. I've done it with my body. I've done it with other things, okay? But I've never had somebody hold me accountable to my business results, ever. Okay? And I was like, maybe that's part of the problem of why I haven't given it my all, okay? Or I haven't gone to my full potential. It's because although I am a disciplined person, I can let myself off the hook. And I have. Okay, I'm just being real and raw. Here we go. And I just decided, you know what? This year, it's got to be different. And in order for things to be different, I have to take different actions. And I realized that one of the actions I need to take is going to make me very uncomfortable. But I was like, okay, here we go. So I messaged her and I told her, this is what I need from you. Okay. First I told her, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm willing to do. And this is what I need from you. Okay. And all I need from her is to hold me to it. That's all I need from her. I don't need anything else from her. Oh yeah, I told her that. And one other thing, I'm like, you have any ideas on how this can support me? I'm all ears. Okay. And, but here's the thing, they're my goals. They're my goals. So who needs to put the effort is me. Who needs to reach out to her is me. Let's form a mastermind group. Now, Tony is someone I always avoid to hold me accountable. Ah, my accountant. Anyhow, so, what was I saying? You got me all distracted. So I messaged her and I said, okay, I'm going to reach out to you. Okay. So here, but if I don't, right? If I don't reach out to you, you call me out on it. But I'm just going to, hey, Naida, but I'm just going to say to every single one of you guys, if you really want this year to be different, you got to step up your game. You got to step up what you're willing to do, and you got to be uncomfortable. Okay. Now I know that Jerry is a busy person and I'm not in her organization. Okay. So, but the reason is because I cannot reach out to my uplines because they're my parents. Okay. They're my parents. They'll totally let me off the hook. Okay. So I decided to reach out to somebody who is stronger than me, who is tough, who is not going to take my BS, who is not going to let me buy my excuses. And so when I reached out to her, I knew exactly who I was reaching out to. And I knew that it was going to make me uncomfortable. I know that it makes my butterflies in my stomach. But guess what happened? Yesterday, I had a lot of pending things that I needed to take care of. I got them out of the way and I got my agenda and I said, okay, today is day one. Okay. Today is day one. So I did my workout differently. I woke up a little earlier. I got everything ready. So I'm taking the action steps that are in alignment with the new results that I want. And now that I know that every Sunday I'm going to reach out to her, okay, you bet your butt I'm not going to waste time complaining or whatever, right? I had a conversation with my cuñada yesterday, who's my business partner. It went well, but I was like tough. And I was like, look, this is what we need to do. No, this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to invite you to do this with me, and she's like, okay, right? For those of you guys who know me, you know that I can be like that. But here's the deal, right? And I say this with a lot of humbleness, okay? And I have somebody on the line right here, Naida, who doesn't let me lie. And that is this, that when I get my butt to work, whatever is around me, in Olga's terms, that can keep up. Right? Somebody that can keep up, we get massive results. Like, we don't joke around. But to find someone, that's the tough part, right? To find someone that can keep up, that is willing to keep up, that is willing to do the work, that is the challenge. But I know they're out there, right? I know that they're out there because I'll tell you one thing, right? When I was getting to President's Team, yes, I missed that. When I was getting to President's Team, I reached out to the toughest Chairman's Club member that I knew. And that is, you are right about that. Oh, yes, Patty. And here's the thing, Patty, here. I'm going to tell you something, Patty. Patty's my cousin. I don't know if Patty knows this, but Patty, I have everything to thank to my cousin Patty. She's who taught me a 90-day plan. Yes, my father and everybody else. But she's the one that took me under her wing and taught me how to recruit like crazy. I went to San Francisco with her and we did this massive campaign. The phones were ringing in the car and I'm like, oh my God, what is this? And Patty's like, just pay attention, right? And thanks to her, right, my first 90 days, I was able to get team, not only get team, but halfway to mill team. Disclaimer, with a lot of hard work and dedication and blah, 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 blah. By my 6th month, I was making over $3,000 a month with Herbalife, right? And it's all thanks to you, Patty. So thank you for that, girl. And here's one of the things. Here's another aha moment I got this weekend, okay? It is in my blood. So that's my one excuse, okay? It is in my Bedoya blood that we are so hard working and that we have this intense energy, right? We took my son to Disneyland on Monday. He woke up a little sick. He did not sleep all Sunday. Like, I'm talking about, he woke up at 12 o'clock in the morning, at 1 o'clock, at 4:17 for 1 hour, laying in the bed, talking. And we had to go to Disneyland. He slept for only like 2-3 hours, got up, and we went. And do you think this kid complained? Do you think this kid cried? Do you think this kid was in a bad mood or grumpy? My freaking kid is a freaking soldier. I told my husband, I'm like, este es mi hijo. Like, he is such a Bedoya. Like, he has so much energy. Yep, we don't give up. We go, go, go. Was it a full moon? No, it wasn't a full moon, Naida. Okay. I think he was just excited, but I told him, and even one of my friends, Gabby Richards, came to see us in Disneyland, and she's like, I'm surprised he's not even grumpy. I'm like, girl, because he's a bedoya. Like, we don't mess around, okay? If you're around one of my family members, bedoya, they go, 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 go. So I say that also to say to you, who are you modeling after? Right? And if you're a parent, you need to understand that your kids are watching you. And if they're watching you complain, like, I am so tired, all this, guess what they're going to do? And my husband said that. He goes, because Gabby Richards was like, I can't believe he's not grumpy. And then Sergio said something very insightful. He's like, he hasn't connected that being tired means he has to be grumpy. And me and her were like, what? It's like, yeah, he hasn't connected that being tired. I have 4 kids going in February. Oh, how exciting. Good luck, girl. Take lots of snacks, take lots of water. He hasn't connected that being tired means he's got to be. And I told him, I said, yes, that is very true. And he doesn't see us like that. He doesn't see us like, and then whenever Sebastian complains, I go, Sebastian, breathe. No complaining. No complaining, mommy. I'm like, no complaining. My poor kid. But anyway, so I got to go open the club. But you guys, with that said, you guys take some time, write down your goals, write down your plans. Nope. There we go. Okay, there we go. So step number 1, right? Write down your goals. Okay. Write down a plan, get the whole thing. And then step number 2, find yourself an somebody, not an accountability partner, somebody that's going to hold you accountable to what you want to accomplish, and that's not going to let you off the hook. And if you're going to reach out to them, you got to take the coaching. You got to take the coaching, or don't even do it, okay? And like I tell my son, no complaining. No complaining, okay? So with that said, you guys have a blessed Wednesday, okay? Lots of love and health and prosperity. If you didn't start from the beginning, go back and listen to this. And if you don't know how to create a plan, there is another video that I did, I think a couple of days ago, that I walked you through how to do it. And if you're a go-getter listening to this, reach out to me, okay? If you're somebody that's like ready to go, ready to make things happen, and you're willing to do the work, and you're willing to take the coaching, I'm telling you, like, let's go, okay? Let's go. With that said, you guys have a blessed Wednesday, and we'll talk to you soon.